Hello everyone. How do you like this landscape of a gazebo in the park that I did in watercolors? Would you like to try it out with me? In case you are thinking it's difficult to do, it's not. Well, maybe a little for beginners, but if you stay with me till the end, you'll realize it wasn't so difficult after all. To begin with, this is a watercolor paper pad that I'm using. This has several papers kept on top of each other and pasted at the edge. It has one corner free from where we can remove the pages later on, and the sides are pasted together. This is easy to use as we don't need to tape down the paper on any surface. This is a masking fluid I'm using. This is a locally made masking fluid. You are free to use any branded one of your choice. I'm going to mask out certain areas like the highlights of the fences so that the paper white remains intact. Once we finish applying the masking fluid, we'll have to make sure that it is left to dry completely before we start with the painting. In watercolors, we normally paint from background to foreground, and so I'm starting with the sky area for which I am wetting the sky surface. I intend to show the dawn time of the day, and so I'm using colors like yellows and a little bit of reds before I start with the blues for the sky. For the trees, I'm not particularly wetting the paper surface, just using the scumbling technique of watercolors in order to merge different shades of the trees together. For beginners, it will be good to know the basic techniques of watercolor painting before you start painting. For that, I have two videos on my channel explaining the various techniques of watercolors. There are around almost 16 different watercolor techniques spread over two parts of two videos. The links of these videos are given in the description below. You may have a look at them. For the bushes in the foreground which are behind the fence, you have to simply paint over the masking fluid that we applied earlier, because we are going to remove the masking fluid later on. Now, all throughout the painting, one very important thing to remember is the direction of the light source, because this determines where you have the lighter tones and the darker tones. Depending on this direction, all the surfaces of all the elements which are facing the light source will be in lighter tones, and those which are against the light source will be in darker tones. In this case, the light source is from the front side, and so the light and dark shades will have to be placed accordingly. So keeping all of these things in mind, let's proceed to complete the first layer accordingly. We'll be adding more detailings in the next layer. Now that the first layer is dry, I am beginning to apply the next layer with more and more details along the way. At this stage, I am removing the masking fluid that we had applied for the fence. We need to take care and remove each and every particle of the masking fluid, because if it is not removed, it catches dust later on and spoils the painting. At this stage, I have applied some masking fluid for the trunks and branches of the distant trees. I have left it to dry completely, and now I am painting over these trunks and branches. I have now removed the masking fluid applied for the distant tree branches, and I have applied a few more detailings here and there, and that's it. Our painting is done. It wasn't so difficult after all, was it? I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed it, do give a like to it, subscribe to the channel, and please share it with your friends. And don't forget to press the bell icon so that you get notifications for future videos. You may also leave your comments below as to which other works you would like to see. Also click on the end screens above here to watch other videos. See you next time.